You see, I don't know what is actually wrong with us Nigerians. I know I don't. I just don't. Mostly us Nigerians. I will not say Africans because I understand this. I've understood this about Nigerians. We don't always. I believe we don't want something that is good for us. We actually don't want something that is good for us because if we do, uh, when someone says something that is not working well in Nigeria, people will not come on social media to tell the person that if you don't like this, if you don't like that, leave Nigeria and go and stay in social country and social country. When some people compare Nigeria with some African countries, we tell the people they should leave Nigeria and go to that country and stay. How then do we think we want something better for us in Nigeria? There is a video I saw. This video I saw it on TikTok. I believe most of us know this guy. He's always talking about things that concerns Nigeria and tech stuff like that. But most of the things he talks about Nigeria, I don't see it to be something that is coherent or something that is actually something that will help Nigeria move forward. So this video, so let's watch this video. There's other videos, but let's watch this one. Then we will understand why I say we don't want something better for ourselves. Let's watch the video.
There are places in Nigeria that have steady power supply. Ever since I made this statement, I have been receiving DMs of people telling me Nigerians are living in poverty. There's nothing like steady power supply. Tell me, where did they get steady power supply? The fact that you are unfortunate does not mean everybody else is unfortunate. Maybe you should just travel out to find out if it is general or it is just you. There are universities in Nigeria that pay 1 million, 2 million yearly as a school fees. Yet, some group of people will go to federal university that is paying 25k. So because you are suffering in your federal university, you think that also everybody, you think it's a general something. There is a reason why in every state, the rich people have a particular area where then they stay. You cannot relate with that. So then they get poor people where they stay for another place. I know you, I'm sure you people can relate with that. Now for those poor people area, now there steady power supply no they there. Now there water insecurity, everything now there, the thing they do.
Okay, yeah, he's talking that there's places that there are some places in Nigeria that sees steady light, which is 247, and there are some places that do not. Because I could remember when the AFCON was on, there is a guy, I believe, is this CBD or what? I believe that the guy became popular because of this AFCON because he uh, was it which country hosted this AFCON again? He was traveled to that country, so he was comparing Nigeria with that country, how they had good road and uh, not all that steady power supply, but at some level, the power supply is better than that of Nigeria. And the same thing with VDM. He went to Ghana. He compared Ghana power supply to that of Nigeria. He said that of Ghana is better than that of Nigeria. You know, but I don't understand. But this guy is now saying that there are some parts of Nigeria. Then that guy that was which country again organized this AFCON? Congo. Is it Ivory Coast? Yeah, Ivory Coast. And that guy that was in Ivory Coast, he never said there are some parts of Ivory Coast that experience a steady power supply. BDM never said, if those in Ghana, never said there are some parts of Ghana that experience steady power supply. But he's saying there are some parts of Nigeria that experiences steady power supply. But the fact, I know for the fact that there is no place in Nigeria that experiences steady. There is no place, nowhere in Nigeria. If he actually knows a place that he say if you travel, if he actually knows a place that experiences steady, he would have named the places. But obviously he does not know because there is no place at all in Nigeria that experiences 247 power supply. Even the infamous Banana Island does not that has its own independent power supply stations does not experience steady power supply. The almighty Abuja, there is no place in the Abuja that experiences 247 power supply. There is no place in Nigeria that experiences steady power supply. Now you see why I say with Nigerians we don't actually want anything good for ourselves. Now he is now telling, he said that because he made a video before and then people now say Nigerians are suffering, there is no power. He now come back to say there are some places. Should it be some place? So is it supposed to be some places that should be enjoying power supply, where some places should not be enjoying it? Is it supposed to be so in a country? You know, these power things has actually made some part of Nigeria become. You go to a state, and then we tell you that this area in this state they're experiencing so level of power supply. So that area now, the rent in that area becomes very high, lands in that area become very high because they say that place experiences so level of power supply. They will tell you this one is federal line, this one is this line, this one is line 35, this one is line 50, this one is line, this one is line. These things only happen. It's only in Nigeria that we find this bullshit and rubbish. How can someone tell me that a country there should be a small section in a country that should experience that? According to his definition, there should be a section in every country, in every state. There should be a small section of an area that should experience a steady power supply. Big man area, they experience steady, na poor man place, and then they say hardship, suffering, all of that. And you think these people they actually have a cognitive sense, they reason well. I go tell me say I know they insult them, but I go tell me say this guy they reason well to say these things when talk. Big man area, and then they enjoy steady life, right? You know, and sufferhead don't as a sufferhead don't fry our brain. Sufferhead have actually fried our brain to account, to pap. We need to think well, like we need to reason like people we aspire better life and better amenities. The thing don't fry our brain. It is very sad. It is really, really sad. When I see the video, I just shake my head. I say, now this country, how this now this the same guy, if they follow the talk, say there is that things are becoming very expensive and hard in the country. But instead they talk say there are some places that should, you know, I don't just understand. You know, we the youth, we are supposed to be the one that is supposed to change. We're supposed to drive change for the country, but it's obvious that we do not care. We love the country the way it is, because you can't tell me that if this guy actually wants things to work better, or if he actually wants to, I believe the place he's staying, there is no steady power supply. If he actually wants steady supply in Nigeria, he will not be saying this thing that he's saying. That there are some areas that should experience steady power supply. Like I said, and I stand on that. There is no place in Nigeria that experiences 247 light. There is no place. No, even the Aso Rock, you know, they experience steady power supply. Then how do you think there's any other place in Nigeria that will experience steady power supply? It is really sad. Even that, if I haven't heard him talking about, you know, when VDF make comparison to that of Ghanaian cities and Nigerian. I know for the fact that maybe the Ghana government did something to their currency, because I could remember back then Ghana had 5,000 cities and 10,000 cities. Yes, they had the note, single note of 5,000 cities and 10,000 cities. But I believe they did something that they revalues their currency. That is why it became higher than became higher than naira. You know, after the guy spoke about how VDM compared cities to naira, he said if VDM should move to Ghana. Say, our foolishness has become norm, has become the norm of Nigerian youth. Our stupidity has become the norm of Nigerian youth, because if we are making comparison to other countries, mostly African countries, how their life is becoming better than us here in Nigeria, and we are busy telling those people to leave the country and go to that country and stay. Do we believe that these people that is making such statements, do we believe that they actually want better things for us here in Nigeria? They don't. Because if they do, they will understand that these people that are saying these things, they want our government to put effort to make things to work for better for us here in Nigeria. But no, instead they will come on social media to criticize such people and tell them they should leave the country and go to it. Ah, ah, Now when this our foolishness will end, this our mumu. Now when it will end, I know sure. I don't know when it will end.